Alright, I've not done this kind of recording for a long time, so I'm sorry for mumbling later on in this video. Hi, my name is Matthew, I'm the creator and owner of SKRWT, where we are right now in my living room, aka the office, and I'm making this video to show you that this is not a big company, it's basically only me. I'm outsourcing the development, and I'm in charge of layouting, communications, marketing, emails, this beta test, and all this other stuff. So I'm very thankful that so many people already said yes when I asked them if they would like to join the beta. And this is also why I'm making this video, to make this beta testing a bit more intimate. I'm going to be sharing a bit more information with you. I'm going to later on in this video going to show you how to edit, what the gray mode is all about. And yeah, let's leave this video short, especially the beginning, so won't be wasting much of your time. Already thank you for these many bug reports. We nailed down some crucial ones, which I think going to be really helpful for the release, which is going to be as soon as we finish beta, which could be like next week. So fingers crossed, because I'm leaving on Friday. We're going to even switch location during the beta, which is going to make everything a bit more stressful. But I'm sure that we're going to have a super nice SKRWT 1.3 in the App Store running. Yeah, I'm hyped about this. Don't worry if you don't send me any feedback, because I think that if I don't get any feedback, then people are like fine with everything that there is, because people tend to write more something if something is wrong. For example, they also do like more do bad ratings than good ratings, because they're like angry about something. So that's nice. If you'd like to send me any feedback or bug reports, do to hello@skrwt.com, and I'll be sure to sit in front of my computer and answer it. Please don't be angry at me if it's gonna take a while, because due to high demand sometimes when like one bug occurs, like I get so many emails, but I have to answer them all one by one, then it just takes a while. But be sure that I'm reading everyone, every single one. And yeah, thanks again for being here. Let's jump to the editing. See you next video. See, this is where I start mumbling. Alright, let me show you what's new in SKRWT 1.3. This won't be a regular tutorial, because we got really nice in-depth tutorial of SKRWT Mirror 4 points. I'm gonna link them in the description below, so feel free to check them out after you've seen this video. The splash screen already is indicating the biggest change, which is a super huge overhaul of everything inside SKRWT. And starting off with the restructuring of the apps that are inside. We're talking SKRWT Mirror and 4 points, which you can now easily access via the splash screen, so you don't have to go in the export dialog like in, for example, SKRWT 1.2. Let's start off with the gallery. Not much changed here. We just added some little details, like you can like peek into the images now, and the gesture, so you can like scroll up, go, move down in this natural feeling without having to tap the back button. So this is the image that I've just prepared for working out now. In SKRWT itself, not like super much happened, just that everything got better. The buttons are bigger, and all the algorithms that are inside just got improved a ton. So you may remember that when I did a vertical correction and then jumped into a horizontal correction, I got the skew in the iOS version. This is gone completely, which I'm super happy about. And another thing is, you may remember that when you've edited an image and then jumped into the crop tool, the editing changed, which now also is not happening anymore, which I'm also, this has been bugging me for a long time. It's gone. I'm super happy. A little application auto cropping, so super many details and super many refinements, which I'm super stoked about, and it's absolutely worth it updating just for SKRWT. And now if you go into the new export dialog, you can see that you can access Mirror of 4 points also from here, from inside the app. So you can switch in between apps. You can jump in here, try some editing out, and you feel like, nah, I go back. Or if you are like, okay, I'm gonna go for a cropping, you just send it back to SKRWT. So if you go back, no editing is changing what has been done in SKRWT. So it's the same state that you've been when you left the app. And it's just this interdependent system, which is super cool, switching in between back and forth like super freely. And you can like really get now the most symmetry out of every shot that you've ever taken. 4 points. Android users already know this, but this is completely new for iOS. And this is like the real deal for super complex perspective correction. You should really watch the tutorial explaining how the touch interface is working, like with the corner indicators, or like with the touch interface. It's super powerful, and once you really learn how to use it, whoa, there's not much going back from 4 points or SKRWT or this whole combination. That's like basically most of the main key features. We got a whole new app inside the app. We got overhauled overall algorithms. We got this new structure in general, but that's not it. We've been talking about the gray mode in the descriptions, so let's go, screw it, and I'm going to show you how to access it. 3 dots at the top, here's the info screen, and you can see here gray mode. I'm tapping it, you're now in gray mode, and now you're back in color mode. So let's go for gray mode. As an avid Photoshop for years and Premiere user, I do appreciate gray software. So when I now go for mirror, you can see it's all gray. So I'm just gonna go for an image here, import it. The loading screen is yellow, but the app in general is gray, which is super neutral, super nice to edit even if it's late, or if you just want to go stealth mode somewhere. I do really like that. You can just switch in between what's your mood, if you're in a color mood or not in a color mood. Whatever you like, you can start editing and go nuts with it. Also 4 points now. Some applications are still in the app's color just to keep the vibe up, but generally speaking you can now switch if you want to have color or not color. And one of the last feature they're gonna tell you now is one of my favorite features, is because I'm like, you know, if I'm a messy in something, then it's with data. I got like hard drives and images everywhere. I never post it, never use, and I sometimes scroll through them and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a nice image. I've never posted that. Or like, ooh, I could try to do something about this. And then you end up somewhere high up in your gallery, on your iCloud or wherever. And you're like, but how do I ever find this again in my gallery in general? So I'm so high up, now I have to go back into an app and then scroll all that way. You have to find marks how to go somewhere. Now you can just tap the share button, import to screw it, and I can decide if you want this image to get loaded into screw it, mirror, or 4 points. Here for example I'd like to be in 4 points. That's it, that's the magic. And now you can just open screw it. iOS is not allowing this natively, and boom, here we are. It's getting loaded inside the app and you can now start editing like you're still in the gallery you've been. You can try out the image if it's what you've been thinking about, and when scrolling to it, like, is it what I really wanted to have? And then you can decide if you're like, okay, that's it, or that's not it. And it's like one of my new favorite features, because this is really helping me a lot with not getting any boundaries of what I want to have or what to post or what to edit, because of maybe you are as much as me such a data messy. That's it for the tutorial. I hope you like the changes and all the improvements, and Screw.it really feels solid at this point. Some little stuff is left, but I can't wait for you just to check everything out and to use it on a daily basis and to really enjoy and appreciate the powers that Screw.it is bringing to mobile photography. Just for now, especially 4 points, especially this new structure, especially the importing. Like, yeah, I'm hyped about everything that's going down in like 1 or 2 weeks. Thanks for watching. And I'm sorry. Android users, of course, you can also send it. It looks a bit differently, but you can also send your images too. We took care of that, no worries. We even added a new option inside the info screen for Android users where you can now decide where you actually want to save the image, because some users did say like, hey, we want to have an option to save to an SD card, but you're not giving it. It's fixed. We're thinking of that too. Goodbye.